Hi everyone, my name is Kauan and this year I'm applying to some US universities in the first round. Today I want to share my experience preparing for the GMAT with Target Test Prep or TTP. This journey can be challenging. The amount of information out there can be overwhelming, and it's easy to feel lost when deciding where to start. So my goal is to walk you through my process, the results I achieved, and what made the difference for me, so that if you are on the same path, you can avoid some mistakes I made and hopefully speed up your own progress. Before I dive into my GMAT journey, let me tell you a bit about my background. I started my career in private equity, worked in 2 Brazilian firms before moving to some investees. In these investees companies, I held different roles, both as chief of staff and in finance and strategic planning as well, for 2 Brazilian telecom companies. Those roles taught me a lot about structure, discipline, and problem solving, but preparing for the GMAT was a different type of challenge. Here, it was just me, my discipline, and the test in front of me. When I started my GMAT preparation, my first practice test score was 615. That was a wake-up call. I realized I had a lot of work ahead of me, and that just studying casually wasn't going to cut it. After months of studying, especially with TTP, I raised my score to 695, a significant jump that brought me much closer to my goal. More than the number, it was knowing I had closed the gap between where I started and where I needed to be. I began studying in January. Before TTP, I used free materials, YouTube videos, and official GMAT practice questions. They helped me understand the format, but my approach was scattered. Some days I studied Quant, other days verbal, and I wasn't sure if I was covering everything in the right order. Then I found TTP while reading reviews and recommendations online. What stood out was that it's a comprehensive course covering every concept you need, taking someone from the early stages to an advanced level. I liked having one consistent source instead of piecing together random materials. I used TTP for about 4 months, studying almost every day and following their study plan closely. It wasn't just doing questions, it was building a strong foundation step by step. My biggest challenge was certain topics in Quant. TTP helped me build a solid foundations with clear explanations, practical examples, and practice questions that really made the knowledge stick. The course is very well organized and gave me the confidence to face even the topics I once avoided. 3 things stood out: the step-by-step study plan telling me exactly what to study each day, the complete coverage of topics from basic to advanced, and the detailed explanations in both text and video, which made the learning much easier. I followed the study plan exactly. Even though I was already scoring above 79 or 80 in Quant, I started from scratch because I wanted to complete the entire course. It was worth it. A key moment was taking an official GMAT practice test and scoring 705 for the first time. That's when I realized things were clicking and my accuracy was improving and I was ready for the exam. So here's my advice. First, follow the plan to the end and don't skip steps. It's tempting to rush ahead, but with the GMAT, consistency beats speed every time. Second, focus on your weak areas. It's natural to study what we know well, but the extra points that matter come when we overcome our difficulties, and TTP gives you the tools to do that. Third, remember the time to reach your target score varies a lot from person to person. I have friends who scored higher than me in less than a month, and others who needed almost a year. What matters is staying consistent and finding a pace that works for you. In short, TTP was the cornerstone of my GMAT preparation. It gave me the discipline, organization, and knowledge to reach the score I needed. If you are considering it, I'd say it's worth every hour you invest, and if you commit to it, the results will come for sure. I hope this helps anyone starting out or thinking about using TTP. Good luck on your GMAT journey, and who knows, maybe I will see you in an MBA program soon.